Welcome back to USL eCup Rocket League Edition. Team from the championship, one of the most well-known franchises in North American soccer, taking on a League One side. It's Charleston Battery against South Georgia Tormenta FC in Group 2, where Charleston is already through to the knockout stage, looking for a perfect record against South Georgia Tormenta at the bottom of the group, unable to get through. Mike Watson, Devin Kerr, 1v1 in this competition, Devin. It's a best-of-3 series. Top two teams are through. It means we already know who's coming out of this game into the next round.
The most impressive rotation we've seen in terms of captains and alternates definitely came out of Austin. In stepped Michael Cerna, and he cha-cha'd his way into the second round. He's most likely going to occupy that second spot, as Mauro Cicero has done some serious work here, Mike. A little bit of frustration you got to feel for Colorado Springs and Tormenta, but it's been a fun group.
Player versus player, Devin. That makes this a little more fun, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Bragging rights. Anytime you step onto the field, this are the things that you're going to look at and go, hey, remember that one time? Trust me, regardless of the fact that Tormenta can't get through, they have every intention of trying to knock off the Battery.
Jackson, Cicero, Tormenta, Battery. Game 1 in this best-of-3 coming up. It's USL eCup Rocket League Edition. Charleston and South Georgia ready to go. Mauro Cicero in gold, Daniel Jackson in blue. Jackson got the inside step. Cicero clears it off the back wall. Cicero leans up and knocks it in. More of the same from Charleston.
Yeah, and the little mouse confused again for Daniel Jackson. He's going to have to deal with a whole nother animal, as Cicero, definitely the man who's been at top of the group the entire time, and he looks to continue to do so, going after 9 total points. That's 3 wins, by the way, Mike, in case you needed help on the map.
We aren't playing hockey. We're playing soccer with cars. Of course, 3 points for a win.
Rocket-powered cars.
Indeed.
Oh, look at this. Come get it.
The crowd chanting for defense. There's Jackson pulling out to grab it. Cicero, airborne, finally gets the ground. Jackson bangs it off the wall. Cicero comes flying through in the nick of time. And Cicero from distance knocks it into the bottom corner.
He almost got himself into trouble, Mike. He was teetering and tottering on one end, almost gives up a goal to Daniel Jackson on the other. Fortunately enough, Jackson ran out of boost and Cicero able to go the other way.
Cicero gets the explosion. Cicero runs it all the way down.
Things that make you go, I don't think I've ever noticed the boost on the backside. Why is it black? Is it because of the color scheme? Is it because he has the improper fuel to oil ratio? Do we know the answers to these things? Are you wearing socks?
You just can't see them because, they don't ride up on the ankles. I learned that from a close friend. Jackson tried to get the touch there. It's Cicero clearing it from the line. More plumes of black smoke pour out. Cicero knocks this off the nexus of the crossbar and the post. And Cicero lines this up and makes it 4-0 Charleston.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When did the halo appear on top of Morrow 704? Has that been there the entire time?
I believe so.
I thought I was seeing things again. I gotta make an appointment with my therapist right away.
Cicero will add another one to the current blowout status. Knock this from one end to the other. Put it in.
On pace for double digits again, Mike. Seems like every single game Cicero plays in, he gets there, except for the one. There was that 9-3 game way back when.
Jackson going all offense, trying to turn this score around, and Cicero will tap it in.
I mean, he literally has nothing to lose. Just his dignity, bragging rights, personal well-being, mental health, all those kind of things. Otherwise, he's got nothing to lose.
Nothing at all. Daniel Jackson!
Look at the mouse. He gets toyed with. Do not toy with the mouse. He's going to steal the cheese.
So Daniel Jackson, who in the past is shown as a really good goal scorer, going after it again. Cicero rises, boosts, and carries the other way. And again, Jackson is caught out.
Now we can say game over, Mike. Officially.
Daniel Jackson has played in the Arena League before. He's got a chance here. Mauro Cicero, off the restart and the deflection, watches this bounce in.
Mike, I'm going on record to say that I think Cicero. Oh yeah, Jackson. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, T-shirt time. I'm going on record saying that I think Cicero breaks his single game record here. Currently 12. Remember, he put a 12 spot up last match. I think he gets it this time.
Couple of 11-goal wins, the 11-0, 12-1 against Colorado Springs, against Austin in the first round. A couple of games that didn't entirely start his way. Cicero's got his 9th now, but a 10-0 run and a 6-0 run against Austin gave Charleston complete control of this group. 9 goals here, maybe 9 points in the group.
It's something to think about, Mike, come the knockout rounds, as his opponents are probably doing their diligence and their scouting reports. Nice bag of popcorn sitting in the front row, water with lemon, maybe some food of other sorts. I'm not really sure. Big fan of corn dogs and onion rings. We discussed that. But what I'm really getting at here is that he is a second half, meaning the final 2.5 minutes, player. That's what I meant. Yeah, that sounds right.
leads all of USL eCup in clutch goals. That is within 5 with under 2:30 to play. Opta said
nice
that.
step
I didn't
over.
say that. Could be true. Great step over.
Oh, go get it. Go get it, son. Not you, Daniel. Stay in the goal.
Fichero pushing this wide after Jackson got an initial clearance. 1 minute to go here before we head to game 2. And Fichero one away from his personal record.
To be fair, Daniel Jackson just really helping out the cause, Mike. Fichero understands the scouting report and the way that the game is going. Just sit back and let Jackson make his own mistakes. Capitalize going the other way. Plain and simple.
Positive bounce. Jackson goes in. Well won challenge. Challenged by Fichero. He doesn't have a lot of boost. Oh, look at this. Look at the dribble around.
Beautiful little touch, Mike. You nailed it. Franklin, Roosevelt, and Jackson. All the green in the world couldn't make this man happier than the fact that he just tied his single game record for goals at 12. 15 seconds to get that 13th one. That's going to be oh so sweet. Oh!
That's a PR, folks. Personal record. 13-2 Charleston.
And why use all 13 seconds when you only need 3, Mike? Waste not, want not. He's economizing. I respect it.
One wonders if Poppy Miller is going to be able to get an interview with Mauro Fichero. I mean, his star has risen so quickly that the longtime Charleston Battery play-by-play and reporter might not even have a shot. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. South Georgia Tormenta falls in this opening game in this best of 3. Daniel Jackson trying to get on the board. Game 2 when we return. South Georgia Tormenta gets skunked in the first game. Charleston Battery looking to complete a 6-game sweep of the group. Grab all 9 points from the 3 matches with Bevan Carmike Watts on hand for USL eCup Rocket League Edition. We hope you're safe, enjoying the tournament. Being played, of course, behind closed doors. Fichero with a blast. Close range. Put it over.
Who are all these fans then, Mike? Who's that guy in row 3 that keeps screaming at me?
Bevan, that is a figment of your imagination.
His goal isn't. That's one of his better goals, to be honest, because he overplayed on the front end, still retained enough boost, and that mouse is the one who's screaming at me. I just figured it out. Not Daniel Jackson, it's the damned mouse.
Oh, get over here. The mouse survives that first challenge, won't survive the second. All Sachero has to do is get there before the respawn. Jackson able to get back. Devin, we've seen different players have different skill sets, as one would expect. I think for Sachero, his ability to play angles, his ability to dribble on the ground, fake outs, step overs, that's probably his best aptitude, right?
Agreed. Doesn't necessarily utilize the wall a boatload, at least in or around the goal. Doesn't go vertical a lot. It's different than what you see out of Kaylor Hodges and Trent Whelan, but it's okay to be different. You know, my mom's been telling me that since I was a young kid, and I'm doing just fine. In theory. Maybe not.
Tough angle, however, Sachero finds a way to get it in anyways.
The second that I tell him he doesn't play well off the back wall, I got to change my socks. I slipped and fell flat on my face after that comment. My apologies, good sir.
So Daniel Jackson playing from behind. Sachero calmly waits, gets knocked from behind, and nearly was able to plant that in the goal. Jackson reverts into defensive position. Sachero plays it off the wall. Net empty once again. Jackson.
Okay.
Off a Sachero mistake.
Okay, we see you. Fortune favors the bold. 3-1. We've seen crazier things. I don't see this happening, but you know, it could. Anything can happen. There's angels in the outfield, Mike. Just start flapping.
Sachero again playing the angles game from distance.
On his side as well. Interesting. The wall thing again. Is he trying to say something to me? You trying to make me feel bad, Morrow? Let's see D-Jax get involved here a little bit. Not the kind of involvement I was looking for, buddy. Definitely not the kind of involvement. Well done, Moro 704. Look at the space. Just a little love tap. Just a little taparoo. Let's make it number 7. Moro 704 gets his 6th. And is most assuredly just cruising on into the next round. His opponent laying in waiting as the rest of the results come in through the tournament. Oh, Moro, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. 7-1. Again, Daniel Jackson. Just watch the boost, man. Got to be better, buddy. Collect them on your own. Don't use them frivolously. There's an ancient thought process that if you save the boost, you don't lose them. But then again, if you use them, you don't save them either. So, number 8, Moro 704. 1 minute left. 101. 61 seconds. The good news is Mike Watts has decided to pick me up a corn dog. I actually have an appointment later with my manicurist, so if you'd like to attend that for me as well, I'd be greatly appreciative.
They were out.
Today it's a mani-pedi combo. Mani-pedi combo. Out of corn dogs, Mike?
Out of corn dogs, correct.
I mean, what are you doing with your life? I let you leave the booth, and this is what you come back with. Unfulfilled promises. You know, Mike, a lot of people would say that's like marriage. Just warning you.
Ooh, Sachero, that's got to be his best goal so far.
Not bad.
Get up, young man.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Sachero did it again, this time using the backboard. It's a personal alley-oop.
Like this. We said he doesn't go vertical a lot, Mike, but he judged this one perfectly. Gets to double digits again. Dare I say he can put 4 in the next 17? Charleston Battery, Moro Sachero, moving on atop the group. Perfect record, 9 points. We'll put a bow on it with highlights when we get back.
Here we go. Highlights. Charleston over South Georgia Tormenta. We have a number 1 and a number 4 in this group. Devin, we saw Moro Sachero with a couple of really nice goals as this thing unfolded. We know now why they're number 1 in this group. Question now, how far can they go in the knockout stage?
I think that's going to be the biggest one because with all due respect to everybody else in the group, you didn't really get a boatload of spectacular play out of Tormenta nor out of Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Now, saving grace. Michael Cerna brought off the rear, and he did it emphatically in his final 2 games once the Bold made a switch. So what does that look like going forward? Only time will tell, but regardless, it still takes something special to put in double-digit goals on a regular basis. Sachero only failed to do that once in all of his 6 games, and that's got to say something, Mike. He's got to have some kind of confidence rolling in to the knockout group, and I'll tell you what, it'd be difficult to bet against him no matter who he's played.
And Charleston Battery, one of the great brands in North American soccer. New stadium, new venue. And in eCup, they grab all 9 points, which is very much on brand. For producer Sharni Yerke and our Vista WorldLink team, Devin Kerr alongside Mike Watts saying, thanks for watching USL eCup Rocket League Edition. Charleston Battery, all 9 points, top of the group.